Okay, here we are again, Beamer Merchant. Today we are going to show you how to remove a left rear window regulator from a 2001 740i. Now anybody that's owns a 740 or any type of BMW knows that the regulators aren't that reliable and they do tend to go out. So what I'm going to show you here is the process to remove it and the tools that you'll need. Basically what you're looking at is I've gone ahead and taken out the panel, inner handle, airbag, and it looks like a black sound barrier cover. And by cover I mean this. Okay, so once you remove the panel, you are going to be encountered with this, with a lot of wires. You got to go and remove the wires and peel this cover off, because in the back it's got a sticky glue like material. I don't know if you can see it here, but see, it's got this material here, very sticky, and it's, as you can see here, it's pretty much all around the door. So that's what holds the that cover in place. So anyhow, once you take that off, now it's time to remove the window regulator. Well, today I've gone ahead and removed power out of this car, but the window's still up. So that's my dilemma. What I've learned to do is I've learned to go ahead and give power to the window regulator through another source. And what I'm going to be using today to lower the window is just a regular battery charger, which mine looks like this. You know, it's got the ground, it's got the positive. And if we look back in here, zoom in to where the regulator is, that's a connector there. Okay, I don't want to go ahead and cut this wire, because then I'm going to be messing up the wire harness for this door. So what I did instead is, I had another door that was no good anymore. I went ahead and took that connector and I splashed it at the end here. Okay, so I'm going to be using this and these wires to give to lower the window regulator manually. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this here, put that away, and I'll put the other piece. Okay, so I went ahead and removed this. I went ahead and connected this here, and see, now I have two splice wires coming out here, right there. I'm gonna go and hook them up to this here, to negative and positive, and I'm gonna show you how it's done. Okay, I've gone ahead and connected the positive and negative. Please note, the green one, or the one with color, goes to the positive. The white one, or the black, goes to the ground. When you connect them in this sequence, the window's gonna go down. If you wanted to put the window up, you would just switch them over and the window would go up. Okay, so again, let me go ahead and step back here and I'll show you what happens. I'm gonna give some power to this and you'll see how the window goes down here. Okay, so see, there we go. What we need to do is, you can leave it right there halfway. That should also work. The reason why you need to bring the window down is you need to go ahead and have access to this bolt right here. Okay, because what's holding the regulator in place is one bolt here, and you got two bolts, one in this. Let me back up here. There's one bolt here and there's one bolt here. You can reach this bolt here, you know. However, you cannot reach this bolt right here because you're going to be hitting the glass. So in order to remove the regulator, you got to remove this bolt. In order to remove this bolt, you got to remove the window. In order to remove the window, you got to unscrew it here and then pull it up. Okay, so again, that's the process right there. I'm going to go ahead and remove the window and I'll come back and show you what the next step is. Okay, to remove this bolt, I'm using a T30 with an extension and a ratchet right there. Okay, so now I've gone ahead and taken out the bolt here, and now even though the bolt's off, you can't just slide the glass out because it's being held let me show you here. It's been held by this piece right here. It's right there too. So in order to remove the glass completely, or the window glass, what you need to do is, there's usually a cover that sits right here. Pop that out. Behind there, you're gonna go ahead and find 3 Phillips screws. There's one right there, right here, and then there's another one in the lower part. Okay, go ahead and remove those screws, and then once you remove that, you come back here. See this trim right here? What you can do is you can go ahead and basically, I got one hand again, but if you had 2 hands, what I would do is I would go ahead and push it, slide it down, and basically, I'll show you right now. Let me take it out. Okay, I went ahead and moved it a little bit, but anyhow, what I would do, see, it comes off, and then what I would do is I would slide it up so I can have access. And then once you loosen that up, you see this rubber seal here, you gotta go ahead and bring it out. So again, this is what you do, you gotta take this out. So let me go ahead and do it right now. Okay, so anyhow, what I did is, as you can see, this trim was here. I went ahead and popped it out from the top here a little bit, and I slid it out. Okay, so now what happens is, once this trim is out, now I can go ahead and basically pull the weather strip, pull it out. Okay, now you see, now you're able to go ahead and pull the window out, or the glass out. With one hand, I'm gonna see if I can pull it out. Yep, there we go. Okay, so now that the glass is out, make sure you put it in a good location here, because we're going to the next step. Okay, so once you've gone ahead and removed the glass from this side by removing the trim that sits here and pulling the weather strip out, then you finally have access to the bolts. Okay, there's one bolt right there, and there's another bolt right there. These 2 bolts, I use this tool here. This is a T12, I believe, an inverted Torx. I use this one here along with this ratchet to remove those bolts. The bolts look something like this. As you can see, it's like a inverted star. Okay, and these type of bolts are the ones that hold the regulator right there. You can probably see it, yeah, and right there. So you take those 2 out. Once you take those out, then you go ahead and work on this one. Let me go ahead and take them out. Okay, I went ahead and removed the 2 Torx bolts. Again, they look like this, with this tool right here, an extension, a T12, and a ratchet. Now I'm gonna go and remove the one here in the bottom, right there. And the tool that I use is this. It's a 10mm, and it's just easier because it gives you access to it, as like this. See, it gives you access, and then you can just go ahead and basically turn it easier. Let me go ahead and do that right now. Okay, I've tried to remove this here, and this thing happens in most cases where you keep churning, and nothing happens. That's the reason why, because behind this lug nut, there's another nut in the back that you need to hold in place. And if that happens to you, again, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't, but if it does, what I did is I went ahead and took a 18mm, and I went ahead and hooked it up to the back. So basically, as I'm churning this 10mm bolt, I'm holding on to this so it comes out properly. Let me show you. Okay, I went ahead and removed the complete regulator, the left rear, and let me show you. See the T-Torque right here, T12. This is how it looks. There's one up here, one here, and again you got the 10mm right there. You can use this tool right here. Now, what I was talking about, there's times you churn this and it keeps churning, it won't come out. The reason why is behind it, you see there's a 18mm bolt. Okay, that as you turn the other one, this keeps spinning, so it doesn't come out. That's why you need this 18mm tool to hold it in place, and that allows you to basically pull out the 10mm out. Okay, so that's how it looks. That's how you replace a window regulator. So again, today we went ahead and show you how to replace it. And if in the case, if you don't have any power how you can go ahead and manually pull down the window by using a battery charger. Okay, so again, anybody that's owned a 5 Series or 7 Series knows that these regulators tend to go out quite oftenly. So I hope that you guys learned a new method on how to remove the regulator, and I'm sure there's other methods. If you have your own method, great for you. If you want to try this method, again, proceed with caution, and that's a process, and the same process goes for the right rear window regulator. Okay, again, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and you take care. Talk to you soon.